Hi, caller.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Is this Bebe?
This is. How are you, JC?
You know, it's leave it to get a long distance phone call from San Francisco.
Okay.
Bebe, honey, are you watching me live right now?
No, I'm not.
Listening.
I'm doing the real good thing, as callers should do. That is, stay away from the speakerphone and do not try and have the feedback from a live broadcast.
You're doing a great job.
I'm well trained.
Well, Bebe Sweetbriar is joining us from San Francisco to give us sort of like the gist and the scoop as to San Francisco Pride. And as I understand it, it already happened, right?
Well, the whole month of June is kind of how we celebrate Pride. Or, well, we actually celebrate Pride every day, but the whole month kind of kicks off all of the festivities for us. So, yeah, there's some things going on, starting as early as last week. But, most things don't really get started until the final week of June, similar to there in New York.
Now, you have a couple events that you host in San Francisco, don't you?
On a regular basis, I do. Well, I have one in particular that I totally dearly love, and that's I do a weekly trivia show at a very historical location. I do it at a place called Harvey's, which is, of course, named after Harvey Milk. It's a weekly Wednesday night event that I do, and I love it just because I get to interact with, 80 to 100 people every evening very intensely and kind of test how smart they are,
Yes, kind of like Charlie does on his dating matchmaking things, yes.
Yeah, except for with a queen with a mic is kind of dangerous when you're trying, and so I have a lot of fun with it, and they get to win some wonderful prizes that are supplied by, of course, the wonderful Edge Media Network, and so they get to win, CDs, DVDs, and tickets to events and things like that, and it's just really fun.
And you've been covering a lot of talent with your celebrity column on Edge. You've talked to a lot of people lately, especially.
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Have you had a favorite?
It is weekly. Pardon me?
Have you had a favorite?
I think they're all, I find them, it just sounds very politically correct, I know, but I find something interesting in everyone that I interview. And the beauty of it is, and Edge is so dear to me, is that they allow me to interview whomever I want to. So, the people that I choose to interview are really people that I'm interested in knowing something about. So I think each one of them are kind of special and dear to me. But I think probably one of my very first interviews a couple of years ago was probably my dearest, and that's when I interviewed Lady Gaga, and that was kind of cool to see her interview kind of at the beginning of her takeoff, and to see how she's kind of held true to everything she told me she was going to do over the last 2 years. So it's kind of been cool to see that. So if you could grade Lady Gaga on a scale, how is she doing? I think she's doing a 12 out of 10. She has blown off the frickin' chart, and she's pretty much stayed true to I think who she wants us to believe who she is, and who she told me she was in the interview. So I'm pretty happy to have been a part of the beginning.
And you have some really exciting news because you're actually going to begin doing your own web series soon, huh?
I am. It actually launches tomorrow. Can you believe that?
Wow.
My very first kind of web TV. It's kind of like, I would call it kind of like a PM magazine type of show, where I do interview hosts, but it's surrounded with highlighting different places to visit and partake in our nightlife here in San Francisco that aren't necessarily totally, I would say, gay specific. because I think a lot of people forget that just because you identify as being a part of the LGBT community, you know, we do eat, breathe, sleep, walk, talk, watch movies.
That's one aspect of who you are, not the entirety.
You know what I mean? And so I kind of wanted to kind of pinpoint some of the things that aren't necessarily gay specific, but definitely are of interest to us.
What is your fashion budget like?
It's really funny that you mentioned that because I actually have a sponsor for my wonderful outfits here in town. There's there's actually a drag shop here in town called Cocomos that's located in our wonderful historic Castro area, and they actually supply all my clothing.
Wow.
Well,
isn't that nice?
I wish I could get that gig.
So my budget's kind of out of the water because, you know, they want the exposure and I need the clothes, so it kind of works out pretty well.
and San Francisco will always be such an amazing gay community. It's certainly one of my favorite cities. I really love that city. And
I'm hitting almost being here for 2 decades, so.
Oh my gosh! And you're in your early 20s, honey.
I know. I was by here as a baby. My parents left me on the step here at one of the local churches, and and someone picked me up, you know. But no, and so I totally have nothing but love for the city, and it is definitely, even though I wasn't born here, and I didn't spend any of my educational years here, but I definitely got a lot of education over the last 20 years living here. Now,
where can our viewers tune in to check out your show?
My show is on www.sftonightshow.com.
Okay.
sftonightshow.com.
Right, correct.
And that'll begin, and there'll be an episode airing tomorrow night?
It starts airing at 12:01 a.m.
12:01 a.m. So hopefully our viewers will tune in and catch you in action, covering all.
Yeah, I just kind of finalized the final edit earlier today, so it's ready to go.
Ready to go.
And will you be visiting our city anytime soon?
You know, I wish I could. You know, this is one thing that a few of my friends and I spoke about over the last couple of days, is that, you know, we really hate the fact that our gay prides are during the same period of time every year. We New York and San Francisco celebrate, you know, the last weekend in June, and I think one of us needs to become a bigger person and take the step and move to that third week. And we've elected you all just because that was during the period of the Stonewall riots, and I think that you guys should do that. You know, Judy Garland died during then, and Stonewall. You should take the third weekend. I think you should do that. Just, you know, just a thought.
Well, you know what?
Then I can be there.
We'll put it out there to the powers that be.
Yeah.
We'll bring that up to the board and see if it happens.
I think you need to do that. And, you know, talk to the mayor, whomever.
I'll call my people
make a phone
tomorrow.
call? I mean, you know, I am pretty persuasive. So I need to
Well,
I can do that.
We really appreciate you taking the time to call us from San Francisco, and we're wishing you a really great Pride, and check out your column on Edge on the net. To see all of your celebrity interviews, check out your show. And
one of the things, too, that I want you to check out while you're here for Pride, or anybody coming out for Pride, is I will be doing a yacht party on the 26th, which is the last day of Pride, and it's called the Pride Yacht Party, and you can actually find that at www.prideyachtparty.com, and I'll be doing that with DJ Pornstar on a $7 million yacht that is going to tour the Bay for 4 hours. So,
oh, wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it'll be kind of fun.
Well, you unfortunately don't have Herb's drinks. That he's made us some wonderful selections here that are in our studio today.
What's your favorite cocktail in Pride season?
What's my favorite cocktail?
Yes.
Well, it's a cocktail that's my favorite for any season. Is a Cosmo. I'm a big Cosmo drinker. So I'm sorry. I know that probably lets you all down, but I don't have anything that has like sex.
I love a good Cosmopolitan too.
You know, it doesn't have, you know, and it doesn't matter what vodka you use. So I'm not very, you know, vodka specific. You know, it just has to be a Cosmo.
Well, Herb may defer, but we'll ask him later when he comes onto the segment with his concoctions. And again, thank you so much for joining us and calling in, and happy Pride.
Well, same to you all, and thanks again for having me.
Yeah,
thank you.
anytime.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Happy Pride, baby.
Bye-bye.
You know, it's nice that we have such a
Yeah.
reach.
We do. But I totally get with what she's saying. It's like, why do we have to have 1 month? Why don't we just, all of these major cities throughout the country, just pick a different weekend? You know, I was fortunate enough this first weekend of June to celebrate Jersey Pride because
Sure.
my husband and I have our summer house there.
Yeah.
And I am proud to say that I've never been so proud because, and thank you New Jerseyites, when we moved there 10 years ago, the parade lasted 5 seconds. I'm not kidding.
Oh, yeah.
And the parade on Sunday was so heartwarming. There were finally the organizations from all over, not only
Yeah.
the state of New Jersey, but a lot of New York organizations started to come too. And it was just very, very heartwarming.
Well, it just
Yeah.
shows how we're just really connecting. and
Right,
just-
and kind of what Bebe was getting at too is that I have my gay mixers and now I have my straight mixers, and what's in the works is to have just mixers. You know, it's going to get a little complicated.
Everyone's got to wear a
I'm afraid there's going to be voices coming out of the
A different colored name
Out.
tag. A different colored name
right, a
tag.
different color name tag, a different color this.
But just we're running
Okay, short.
quick
Yeah.
on time. So where again can people find your
Everybody can
information?
find my information at www.charliethematchmaker.com, and I can be followed on Twitter at cmatchmaker. And I'm going to be advertising all of my monthly mixers and the gay pride party that I'm going to. Everything is going to be on my site with a connection, www.charliethematchmaker.com.
Well, we're always
Thank
happy
you.
to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you did some work over the weekend covering.
Yeah, actually, so you did Jersey Pride. I did our hometown Pride, which is Queens, New York. And the parade wasn't 4 seconds.
Yeah, that's a big one.
But the parade was actually about an hour, but I cut it down to a nice, concise 4.5-minute segment, which we're going to bring to you right now.
We're fighting for a social war, and if you don't believe it, your eyes are closed, your minds are opposed. A civil fight for what is right, and if you are against us, you're gonna lose when we come through. We're gonna knock on the door, and then we'll rock on the floor all over Congress. And then they'll rock on and on the White House lawn till there's progress. So no hate, no hate. No hate, no hate. 'Cause we're not turning around. No, we're not backing down. No hate, no hate. We're marching in, we're calling in, we're breaking through, you're stalling, and we won't stop till we're on top. And if we are not equal in the eyes of government, then the president can pay our rent. We're gonna shout in the streets every day till we beat your propaganda. We're gonna keep getting speed until we get what we need. You said it, keep getting speed until we get what we need. You said it. So no hate, no hate. No hate, no hate. 'Cause we're not turning around. No, we're not backing down. No hate, no hate. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a social war. 5, 6, 7, 8. No hate. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what we're fighting